हाय गाइस, दिस इज़ द एपिसोड नंबर 11 एंड बुक रिव्यू नंबर 2। आज हम बात करेंगे ईट दैट फ्रॉग बुक के बारे में, रिटन बाय ब्रायन ट्रेसी। सी, दिस बुक is a very long blog post. I felt it was too boring to read, to be honest. But boring doesn't mean doesn't have a good content base. It does have many good pointers. So what I did, I read the book and jotted down all the points I thought were worth mentioning, and that's what I'm gonna do now. So basically, eat that frog. What does that even mean? Frog means tasks. So mean and ugly and big frog means the must do task. You should do them first thing in the morning. And sweet looking small frogs means a should do task, not a must do task. Should do that, you can do it, but it's not a must do task. So when the author says eat that frog, he means you should do the task first thing in the morning. See, the book has a lot of research work done, that must confess. And according to the author, 3% of all the people have clear goals, and they scientifically have 4 to 8 times more potential to earn respect and money. Only 3% people are capable of doing that with the same amount of skill set. And if 3% have clear goals, they will eventually develop better skills. Am I not right? I think I'm right. And he has one quote he took from Stephen Covey in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's the book I'm gonna read next, maybe. The quote was, if you put the ladder against the wrong wall, it'll lead you to the wrong destination faster. So you have to be in the 3% of the people. You have to have very clear goals. Second point, the 6P formula. What is that? Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Again, proper prior planning prevents poor performance. What he means is, when you start off in a day, you should always plan the day ahead. Ideally, the night before. And you should what you should do is you should make a list of all the work that is a must do task. Then you should make a list of a should do task and a list of should not do, like what are the stuff you should avoid. If you make this list before going to sleep for the next day, you are following the 6P formula. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Third point, the Pareto principle. The Pareto principle, or as everyone will like to remember it, is 80-20 rule. What it basically says is 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts, and vice versa. That means some of the work, out of all the work you're doing, is more productive and more efficient and more important than the others. So what the author wants to say is that find that 20%. That is your task which you need to do more of. See, if you're a businessman, there are 10 products you sell, and 80% of the revenue comes from 22 products. So what you should do is make more of those 2 products, right? That is the Pareto principle in action. And you can apply that principle to anything, even in studies. If you condense a chapter down to its 20%, the most important things in the chapter, you can get 80% of the marks, which can be fairly close to real life. Fourth point, motivation. According to the author, motivation is equal to motive plus action. So motive and action. Motivation doesn't mean you listen to high volume songs and get really hyped up about it. That's temporary. Motive, you should have a motive. I have to complete the task. That's my motive. Motive can be long term, that is goals basically, and motives is a basically short term goal. And action, you have to put up a motive and you have to yield action. So fifth point, say no more. होता क्या है, we generally say yes to a lot of things which are not necessary. Suppose भाई चल आज पार्टी करते हैं यार, मज़े करते हैं, चलो चलते हैं, yes let's go. Bro, can you do this work for me? I can't, I have to go for a vacation, can you just do this work for me, it will be very nice of you. Yeah, I'll do it. Can you lend me 20,000 rupees? I'll make sure I return it. I really want it right now. I want this bike right now. Okay, take it, man. Yeah, of course, anything for you. That's all you gotta do. Say no to the things you actually feel saying no to. That doesn't mean you go around being a jerk and say no to everything, but you should say yes less and no more. Do the things which suit your interests. जैसे be very goal oriented. Like Kobe Bryant used to say, I had a crystal clear goal. Anything except that, I didn't have time for it. So you have to have that Mamba like mentality. By the way, I am deciding to make up these type of 15-20 minutes clips of podcasts for every big celebrity I know and their life stories. What do you think? Is it a good idea? I'll be thinking of posting this particular episode on YouTube too. I'm figuring things out as I go because this is 11th episode. I think it's time to expand. I don't know. You let me know. @simply_inspiring or @Dhruv_Mundra_. Okay, so sixth point, right? Where I was, sixth point. The book has a lot of quotes, like at least 15 to 20. And if you know me, I love quotes. There are plenty of them. I'm not gonna say, or shall I? Wait, let me open the book. Yeah, on the chapter number 12, there's a quote by Alexander Graham Bell. Concentrate all your thoughts on the task at hand. The sun rays do not burn until brought to a focus. Yeah, Alexander Graham Bell. I love this quote. And yeah, there are many quotes like this. Not many, but like 15-20 of those. 20 to 30 of those. And I love quotes, man. That was the next point. Seventh point. We check our phone 46 to 85 times a day. And the average time we spend on a phone is more than 3 hours. More than 3 hours. Like, more than 3 hours. Do you even get how crazy that is? Okay, so one institute says 46 times, the other institute says 85 times is the average. So if we even average the averages down, it comes down to 62 something, right? And 62 times, when I think about it, do I check my phone 62 times? Yes, probably more times. See, a notification. That was so crazy, dude. I was talking about notification and notification came. Yeah, anyways. The last point which I would like to talk about is delegation of work. The author here, Brian Tracy, talks about how you should allot yourself an hourly rate, and if you have a work which gives you money less than the hourly rate, your hourly rate, you have to give of the work to somebody else. For example, if my hourly rate is 100 rupees, okay, 100 rupees, and suppose I have to make a thumbnail for my YouTube video, and if I make it myself, it will give me, the work is of worth 70 rupees. but my hourly rate is more than 70 rupees. If I do this work, I'm just losing out on money. So what I need to do is carry on my normal work and hire somebody else to make the thumbnail for me. You have to slowly and steadily increase your hourly rate and delegate the work which is under your hourly rate. That's the only way you are gonna make significant income over time. So basically this was it, man. There are many chapters, 21 chapters to be exact, and it was a very long blog post, as I said earlier. If I had to give it a rating in terms of like reading experience and things I gained out of it, I'll give it a 5.3 out of 10. Yeah, it's not a very great book, but I liked some pointers in there. And yeah, and I would just link the book in my description and on my Instagram and everywhere I publish this, so that if you want to check this book out, you can. So that was it, guys. Thank you for, if you're listening this far, thank you, and have a nice day. Bye, guys.